they're not talking about the cricket, they're talking about the cricket ground. You are ringing in the changes at the moment.
Well, it's certainly a different Adelaide Oval this year, isn't it? With the redevelopment happening, $565 million redevelopment. I can't believe how quickly it's moving ahead. But as you can see, we're out of the ground at the moment and we're on track to deliver.
Well, I actually expected to turn up here today and to see holes in the ground, but everything's at ground level or higher.
It is, and once you get above ground, I guess it becomes less risky in terms of hitting the dates that we're trying to achieve. But it's been a huge effort from all the contractors and even my staff getting ready for this test match. It's been a huge effort and going really well.
Obviously going through a little bit of pain right at the moment with the reduced seating, but it's short-term pain for long-term gain, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, we can only accommodate 17,000 people at the moment in the ground, and as you can see, we're pretty full today, which is fantastic. But the longer term vision being, of course, 53,000 patrons, members and guests who'll be seated. We have football coming back to Adelaide Oval after 40 years. It's going to be a cricket ground. It's not just a concrete jungle. It's a cricket ground with character and ambience, and I think the Northern Mound, the hill area and the famous scoreboard and the Moreton Bay fig trees, what better setting can you have?
Well, that's been one of the big ticks, the big pluses. I mean, a lot of kudos coming your way because you have retained all of these traditional features, and they're all part of the cricket, aren't they?
Well, it is. I think we coin a phrase here too. Traditional values, modern methods. So it's keeping what's important about our history and our tradition, and of course the hill is absolutely that. And I think it's going to provide a unique experience for football as well, where people can come along with their friends and their mates and stand on the mound and watch a game of AFL footy.
We see that traditional and modern combined with that actual boardwalk area. You've nailed it right there. That's your phrase encapsulated, isn't it?
Well, the wonderful thing is, by putting that boardwalk in behind the mound, we're actually able to provide a really good service in terms of the food and the beverage and the facilities. And really, you can't even see that area from the main ground. It just sits in beautifully behind the Moreton Bay fig trees.
Can you give me some target dates? The City End Stadium grandstand's the next one to be finished?
Well, it is. Well, we've just been handed back the Northern Mound, so that's gone according to plan, which is terrific. And the grass is taken, so everyone's able to sit up here and enjoy the test match. The next major milestone for us is to finish the Southern Stand, which is 14,000 behind the bowler's arm. And we are on track to deliver that ready for the Ashes in 2013 in December. The next major milestone will be March the following year, when the rest of the Eastern Stand is due for completion, ready for AFL football. And of course, at the end of this season, it doesn't stop just with the bricks and the mortar. We are digging up the whole of Adelaide Oval and levelling it for, football and cricket. We have the drop-in pitches that are already being grown, and Damien Hoff is doing a terrific job with those. So, I think just about anything that could change here at the moment is changing.